Hey guys, Luke here and welcome to episode 2 of my standard setup challenge on F1 2013. Yes, I did get it right this time. Today, we're going on the Melbourne circuit today in Australia, hoping for another great result after last time's win in Silverstone. However, I'm not the best at this track, so I'm not expecting anything close to that. Anyway, in qualifying, of course, last on the grid, Max Chilton just had us, but however, the front three recovered by just 94,000 of a second, 5 tenths back to Webber. It was a familiar front three of Vettel, Alonso and Rosberg, after Rosberg pitted Vettel by 1,000th in the first race at Silverstone. However, today you can see there it is a 75% chance of starting on the full wet tyres, which is an absolute disaster, and a lock-up, an absolute treat all the time. And I'm going to really struggle with traction, so it's not going to be a fun race for me, and hopefully we can maybe bag some points and maybe even a podium for lucky. We can ignore the strategy and go for a zero stop strategy. So let's go to the grid. Here we are then on the grid for Australia, put up into rich, then remember in wet conditions and put it down to lean, and we are away, getting a much better start than Max Chilton ahead and already starting to pull clear of him. We change up at the right point yet again, which is good from us. However, we can't actually see the braking point into one. We smash into the back of Jules Bianchi, filtering through now. We're already up to 20th place, and we've got Van der Garde on our inside, but we've got no traction, really struggling on the throttle, and hopefully dive bomb some cars, even though we're going to have to brake over. We can't read our braking point. Ricciardo brakes way too early, and we just smash and took our bells. Suttil's round, and he saves us from going into the barriers there, going straight on into the gravel. And we're up to 12th. However, we've lost a bit of an end play as we forced Ricciardo wide into P11. But yeah, that is a disaster. We're going to have not much downforce, which means we're really going to struggle, especially in the wet conditions where you need downforce so much. Barge away through to 10th, fast Hulkenberg, and out the inside of De Resta for now. It's been a scrappy start to this race, but points mean prizes and places mean points. So yeah, we've actually done a quite good job of not locking up so far, actually, which is quite a big surprise. And here by the end of lap 1 we're struggling around that corner. However, that's Felipe Massa off, which is not good for him. He's going to struggle now from now on. But anyway, we're looking now to try and attack Romain Grosjean here, going out the inside. And yeah, that's that move done up into P7 into the braking. Look how early we brake, very much too early, and barely even get this car not locked up. We're up to 7th then, and then we go on the outside of him, Perez and Vettel. Vettel's going slowly for some reason, and that's up into P5. And considering we're in full wets, it's been a great start, and we've just set the fast lap of the race as well to suit, and we're right behind Mark Webber. We smashed him off. Oh, poor driving from us. We got quite unlucky there, to be fair, because he was braking so early thanks to Raikkonen, and we've let him back through there, back down to P5 for us. But yeah, scrappy from us, poor from us. Tried to avoid him, it was too late, and yeah, that was the end of that. But anyway, we're going to look to overtake him now. We've got a much better line, much better speed through there, and maybe can we nip up his inside, but not quite. No, we're just going to filter through here, just stay behind him, look up his inside. More of a scare tactic, but the AI won't know about that. That's more practice for online stuff. We've got a much better line for that and a good exit, surprisingly. And we're now right on the back of him, using most of our curves here and in the slipstream. We've gone up his inside, and that is P4. Great move. Bit of contact there on the exit, but that's all fine. Here on lap 6, we're right behind Kimi Raikkonen. Their scheduled pit stops lap 7 and 8, I believe. However, the Lotuses have been known for not pitting very often in the wet anyway, and I don't think they're going to pit today. Alonso pits from the lead and up when we're up into P2, and Rosberg, I believe, is going to pit. Yeah, Rosberg pits a lap later, and that's up into the lead as we set the fast lap of the race of a 1:32.7. And look at this on lap 13. We led for so long, but we've beached it. Disaster, shocking exit. We couldn't get on the throttle thanks to our dead tyres, and we've lost the lead of the race. And look at that, even when locking up into the chicane, nothing happened for about 5 laps. We're just extending up slowly. They brought it back in, and this is why we're struggling so much here into this corner. We're concentrating on tyres, we locked up an absolute treat. Oh, we're in so much trouble here. We tried to use a flashback, we've got none left, and it's looking terrible for us. Looks like we've lost the Grand Prix. Grosjean goes through, Paul de Resta's in 4th. However, at this point it was time for Inters. I wasn't going to pit for Inters because I had the lead, but now I've lost the lead. I knew it was definitely time. I might have pitted at this lap anyway, but because I was struggling so much. But look at this, I can barely even get around the corner. This is ridiculous. I know it's time to pit. It's nearly even dries at this point. It's not raining, there's only spray left, but it's definitely into condition. We're struggling to even get to the pit. Oh, disaster for us, and surely that's the race win. That is the race win gone, I'll tell you that now, guys. Probably. It's almost certainly over. Race win is completely gone unless it dries up enough. You never know, guys. Look at them there going through the first, though, number 1 side now. We're just not even out of our pit box yet. Surely, unless the AI is so bad in dry conditions. But look at the sky, guys. Could we have a comeback? Could we win? Could we get on the podium? You're going to find out shortly, because we're on lap 14 of the Australian Grand Prix and it's near dry conditions. So let's try and get a fight back. We're in P11 and the fight is for P1. Here on lap 14 at the hairpin, we've just monstered Felipe Massa, an absolute treat, and we're just going to get Perez on the exit. These tyres feel so much better than the wet tyres, and look, you can see the sky's blue. It's nearly time for dries. Just 2 or 3 more laps and it would be time for dries, and we've gone around the outside of Gutierrez. Definitely not wets, and they should have got off those wets as soon as they could. However, they decided against it, and look at this, we're 2.6 seconds down on Vettel, and we knew we were going to outbrake him, so we just went to the inside. There we go, brakes way too early, and we're up into P7, P6 now, because we've gone past Webber, and Alonso, who was leading at one point, he's down to P6 when we overtake him. Get the inside of Rosberg, just about make the move stick. That was P4, and now going on the outside of Paul di Resta. We don't actually make contact. You'll see, look, no contact there. However, he's into the barrier and he's out of the race. Alright, he's out of the race there. And now we're only 5 seconds off our fastest lap, and we pitted as well. This could be incredible, and he'll be on the final lap. Roman Grosjean though 19 seconds ahead of us at the start of the lap. Not anymore. We've gone around the outside of Roman Grosjean. Surely that's the limit. P2, you can see Charles Pic, I believe that is ahead, and there's Raikkonen ahead of him. We're going to full throttle around the exit of this corner, get the best exit possible. We're in the city. Here's Van der Garde, not Peak, but we're going to put up to Rich. Will that win us the race? And we've come across the line. Yes, we've won. We've set the fast lap of the race, 1:27.8, and we 1:27.9, and somehow we've gained 19 seconds on the final lap, and we have won the Australian Grand Prix. Last lap mayhem, incredible stuff. We won by 65,000th of a second from Kimi Raikkonen, with Roman Grosjean a further 5.1. A brilliant result for Lotus. Rosberg and Alonso never really featured, did they, at the end of that race? The one stop really not working for them, especially onto the wet tyres. Mark Webber, Sebastian Vettel, Gutierrez, Perez and Felipe Massa rounding out the top 10. Anyway, guys, that's a very good result. It's 2 wins in a row, and we're going to go to India next. Tyre wear is going to be a pain, especially the anti-roll bars and locking up, an absolute treat. That's a brilliant result. Jules Bianchi and Paul di Resta, sadly, being out of the race. But anyway, I'm going to leave you with the Park Family celebrations. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Please subscribe, follow me in the description below, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.